Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, JOR-DEAN here. If you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also give me a thumbs up and hit that bell notification. So, of course, you're going to know whenever I post new videos. Now, y'all, oh my bad. You've been rocking with me. You've been here for a minute. You're the real MVP. I appreciate you. This video is going to be short and sweet and to the point. I am going through the NACA process. Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I was previously a homeowner. I used my VA home loan because I was in the military prior, and I used a loan to purchase a condo in Miami. I sold that recently, and then I relocated to Texas. So now that I am here, I am renting right now, just trying to get a feel for the area, see what I like, see what I don't like, that type of stuff. And although I can use my VA home loan again, I heard about the NACA process through, I'm actually going to leave her video linked down below. It's a girl on YouTube that I've started following. I think her name is Glamorous Wallflower. I think I found one of her DIY videos one day, came across my screen, and I clicked on it, and then, I don't know, I just went down like a loophole of watching her videos, and then I started going back to the beginning of her process because I wanted to see, like I saw that she had a fixer-upper, and I wanted to kind of just see like what it looked like in its original state and things like that. And then I kind of found out that she was part of the NACA program, listened to her videos, seen how stressful it was, and then I decided to do some research on the program itself. So I'm going to leave the link for NACA down below as well. It's NACA.com. So let me go to my phone right quick just to make sure I'm not saying anything that's like not true. But the basics of NACA, it's basically a program that I think it's in 40 different states, or I know they have 40 locations. I'm not sure if it's 40 states, but it's 40 locations or whatever. And they're basically a program that helps you, they're all about home ownership. They want people to own property, to, invest in communities and things like that. So you don't pay any down payment, you don't pay any closing costs, you don't pay any like fees or PMIs, and you I think every single day on their website they have a fixed market value or a fixed rate, like a interest rate every single day. So no matter when you get approved, that date, whatever the rate is what you get approved for. So like, for example, I don't know if you guys can see this. For example, today's rate is 2.75 2.625 for a 30-year fixed loan, and a 2.0 for a 15-year fixed loan. So if you were to get approved sometime today, no matter when you started the program, you got like, when you got, I guess you got approved, yeah. So then that would be your interest rate going forward. And because of, COVID and everything that's been happening, the housing market has been having some super low interest rates. So like now is the time to kind of buy. So I started researching the program, and I was just like, oh, okay. I'm glad I researched it now and not prior, because one thing that they did say is that I'm not able to purchase a home through NACA if I already own a home. So luckily I had already sold my home, so I'm going through that. The only issue with NACA is that, so one of the very first steps that you have to do is attend a 4-hour workshop. I think they used to do it in person, but because of COVID now it's online. And when I tell you guys, unless you speak Spanish or you're like me, yeah, they don't have any available like workshops anytime soon. So apparently they do these workshops every single weekend from I think some are like 9 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, and the other ones are 12 to 4 or 1 to 5, whatever the time frame is. When I did mine, I want to say it was 12 to 4. Yeah, so I think it was 1 to 5 on Eastern Standard Time because I'm in Central Time Zone. But yeah, so the 4-hour workshop, and they basically, like, you need to pay attention, but even if you do miss something, there's a PowerPoint or a PDF file that's attached to it that it's like they're pretty much going through that PDF file. So for 4 hours, so they're talking about NACA and how it got started, all the different like I guess like political and type of affiliations or views or whatever it has going on. Their like their volunteer events and things like that. They talk about like the interest rates. They talk about what NACA pays for, what NACA doesn't pay for. Now, although you don't have to put down a down payment, or you don't have to put down you don't have to pay any closing costs or anything like that, you do have to have some type of savings. So as far as what I was paying attention to, I haven't spoken to my mortgage counselor yet, because I know at this very moment my credit is not where I need it to be. Now that also is another thing. NACA does not require, or they do not go by your credit score. So if you have a 400 credit score, doesn't matter. What they go by is like your payment history and like the type of things that are on your credit and things like that, as far as like making sure that you can pay your bills. So your credit history, as far as your on-time payments, like collections, things like that. So they go off of those type of things. So I do have like I have something in collections, and yeah, last year was just a rough year for me. So I want to make sure that I'm putting myself in a better position before I actually speak to a counselor. But then again, I'm also not trying to wait too long, because you never know when, you know, some people's process goes super fast, others go super slow. I believe the girl, I want to say she was going through the process from like start to finish. I want to say it took about a year, maybe a little over a year. I don't know. I feel like she posted her videos like months after she moved in, because I was confused. Like, she'll say a date in the video, but the date that was posted was like months later, so I was super confused. But after doing some research, I realized that, you know, some people, they're in and out in 6 weeks. If you have your ducks in a row, you're good to go. So like I said, they have every Saturday they have these home buyer workshops, and I guess they open it up to about, like, when I tell you it's such a huge program that everybody's trying to get in, because it's, you know, it's one of the easiest ways for you to become a homeowner. But I think the lady said that they open it up to about between 1,100 or 1,500, whatever it is, people for these workshops every Saturday. And I think they have two of them per each Saturday. There are no English speaking workshops available for like months. I don't know. I originally looked it up and I signed up in like December, but the first available date was February. I completely forgot about it, and I had moved here February 1st. I think my, I want to say my workshop was supposed to be February 13th. Completely forgot about it until it was like the next day, and I got an email saying, "We missed you." And I'm like, oh snap. So then I went back online trying to figure out, oh my gosh, when can I get back on? I did this about 2 weeks ago, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. They didn't even show a date. So, you know, like I said, I signed up in December, and the next available date was in February. But when I looked in March, there were no dates available. Like, they didn't even show like forward dates. So I did know that they had a version in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, y'all. I mean, I'm regular like most people. I went to school, took Spanish classes. I got A's all the time. But like, I can kind of read it a little bit and translate it, but I can't have a conversation with you in Spanish. I just can't do it. So I was just like, the next available, I think I looked at it on like a Tuesday, and then that coming Saturday was a Spanish class. So I was like, okay, the main thing I need to get from this workshop above anything else is that 6-digit code, because in the workshop, usually I think they give it to you at the end, but I didn't want to chance it and not watch the whole thing just for them to kind of say it in the middle. And since I don't speak Spanish, I would have never known. But they give you a 6-digit code, and the 6-digit code basically they give you at the end of the workshop just to prove that you've been in the workshop. And then you use that code to create your NACA ID, which entails create your account, which you can go upload all your files and stuff to get to your mortgage counselor, all that good stuff. So I sat there. I did get up once or twice. I downloaded an app, like a translation app on my phone, and I would just like record a couple of seconds and then like read what they said. I'm not trying to keep up. But like I said, I realized all they were doing was just kind of going over the information that was all in that pamphlet anyway. So I kind of was just reading through the pamphlet in the meantime, just kind of trying to pay attention as much as I could in case I heard any numbers. So I would hear numbers, but they were always calculations. But literally within the last like 15 minutes is when they gave out the number. So and luckily, I don't know who they had answering the chat questions, but this person typed it in the chat or whatever. So I was like, thank God, just in case I heard it wrong. But I didn't. But they put it in the chat, so I created my NACA ID. I started uploading whatever files and documents that I already had, which, you know, weren't that many. But at the time, the job I'm working now wasn't working, so I'm going to redo all of that stuff and like take whatever documents those were out of I'm going to take those out pretty much and re-add the new ones in when I get to it. But I do plan on calling. I planned on calling today, but I was tired. So probably on Monday during my lunch break, I'm going to call the Houston NACA office and try to see. I know I said this was going to be short. Sorry, y'all. It's a lot of information, but I'm not going to go past like 11 minutes or whatever. But yeah, I'm going to call the Houston office to try to speak to my mortgage counselor, see where he thinks I should go and what I should do. I literally just moved here in February, so my lease is not over until I think March of next year. But If they give me a house, guess who breaking this lease? Guess who breaking this lease? But yeah, I started saving. I started putting money into my little piggy banks, my jars, like everything. Like I am on it. I'm not playing with these folks. All this frivolous stuff. As much as I want to travel and do things or whatever, I really want to be in a home again. Once you kind of become a homeowner, renting just does not seem like what you want to do. I want to knock down walls. I want to paint some stuff. But yeah. So that's where I am right now in the NACA process. Like I said, I'm going to leave the link down below to her whole entire playlist if I can. So from start to finish, she talked about, you know, her starting the process. You know, she went through ups and downs from her mortgage counselor quitting. I think it was mortgage counselor, like, to, you know, she got to fix her upper, so she had to go through there. I think it's whatever. You can check her videos, whatever. But she went to fix her upper, so had to get specific workers to come do certain things, you know, that NACA works with. It was a lot. But at the end, her house is beautiful now. She's still not completely done, but, you know, I think you guys should give her a follow because she's pretty good. Very, she's my type of woman. We like to get shit done. We changing ceiling fans. We painting. She redid her garage, everything by herself. And I'm like, yes, this is me all day long. And that's where I kind of just jumped into her, you know. Anyway, that's where I got right now, guys. Whenever I speak to my mortgage counselor, I'll give you an update on this process. But listen, like I said, if you got it, if you know a little bit of Spanish and you're interested in this program, don't wait for the English ones because who knows when that's going to be. Go on and get y'all some Duolingo app or whatever kind of app you got to do, and just try to sit there and listen to the Spanish one and pay attention as much as you can to get that 6-digit number. You can always go read through the pamphlet later or watch other videos like this that talks about the process. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you, and later.